Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Friday Flow. I'm Carter, and today's practice is about finding freedom from the stress and tension of the external world. Let's get to our mat. All right, yogis, let's find our way to Malasana, or yogi squat. So feet are a little bit wider than the hips, the toes roll out, and the hips drop down. If your hips are a little bit tight today, the heels may come off the ground, and that's okay. If you can get the heels down, great. But more importantly, I want a long, straight spine. So if you're on your heels and you're finding like you're going to fall over, just come onto the toes and lift and lengthen through the torso. So wherever you are, the heart lifts. Hands come to heart center. The elbows can be on top of the knees and lengthen, or maybe inside the knees as you open up through the groins and lower back. And from here, we're just going to move a little bit from side to side. So the theme of practice today is freedom, like freedom from the limitations we put on ourselves, freedom from the attachments that we have, freedom from the expectations that we have, so we can get some liberation and move through the day with a little bit of joy. All right, so let's take this right hand and bring it in front of the right shin, so the biceps kind of pressing against the front. And then the left hand to the left knee, and we're going to gently twist. Lift the gaze, lift the chin, draw that belly in a little bit. And let's come back to center. Let's switch. So take this left arm, bring it in front of the left shin, right hand to the right knee, and draw that belly in as we gently twist to the other direction. And we automatically, in these two poses, we may feel some variation right side and left side. So let's steer clear of the attachment of the desire of making our body symmetrical, and let's just find harmony within the body. All right, give each body part the attention it needs individually. Inhale, come back to center, hands come together. Come onto your toes if you're not there already, and then slowly start to straighten your knees. Come up about halfway. A little bit of power in the legs, a little bit of balance. Come up even farther, farther, farther. Reach your arms up, stay on your toes. Reach, 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 reach. And then bring the hands back to heart center. Stay on those toes. Bend those knees. We're going to drop all the way back down. Ooh, that's fun. Now lengthen through the torso, and then bring those hands down. If it's in your practice, you can lean a little bit forward where you bring a little bit of weight to the hands, and maybe the knees kind of press against the backs of the arms. You can maybe lift one foot, maybe lift the other foot. And if you have crow in your practice, you can bring both feet up off the ground. One breath wherever you are. And if you're in crow, bring those feet back down, and then just step all the way back to the top of a push-up. Now, spread your fingertips really nice and wide. Rotate your hands so your index fingers are pointing straight away, and then grip your mat with your fingertips. This is going to save a little bit of the wrists when we're doing any of these arm balances or where we're pressing against the floor. Now, tuck your tailbone, lift the chin, lift the gaze. One deep, full breath. Then lift your hips down, dog. Little wag of the tail, shake the head. Let's come back into plank. Again, let's grip the floor. Lower halfway down so the elbows just barely touch the ribs, and roll over the toes for up dog. Breath or two here, find the length of spine. If you need a little bit more, gaze over the right shoulder, you drop your left hip bone. Gaze over the left shoulder, you drop your right hip bone. Chin comes back to center, and then lift the hips, roll over the toes, down dog. Again, you're gripping the fingers, engaging the hands, and then lengthening through spine. Bring your big toes a little bit closer together. Draw your right heel towards the ceiling, and then bend your right knee so your right hip stacks on top of your left hip. Gaze underneath your right arm. You find a little bit of space in the right ribs. And then take that right knee towards the right arm. So you're going to flatten like plank. You're going to come on up. Inhale, send that right leg all the way back up again. Bend, open, and stack. This time, gaze over the left shoulder, a little bit of a back bend. Take that right knee underneath the body towards the left arm. Inhale, send it all the way back up. Bend, open, and stack. And then right knee towards the belly, chest or chin. Step your right foot forward. Draw your nose towards your knee. And then bring the weight to your right foot. Bring your left foot up off the ground. So standing splits. Bend and straighten that right knee. Then get a little lighter on the fingertips. Come into airplane pose, so arms open up. And then bend that left knee with the left hand, reach back and grab that foot, ankle, or shin. Extend the right arm out in front of you, dancer pose. Inhale. Release that leg. Right hand to left knee. Left arm extends to the back of the mat. Flex the foot. All right, now the transition is to Crescent Warrior. So step your left foot back, stay on your left toes, arms reach up. And then elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back, lift the heart, chin, and chest. Interlace your fingers behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. And then draw your belly towards your right thigh, tuck your chin, and then straighten your right knee a little bit. So you can kind of feel that back of that right hamstring. Bend the right knee, lift the torso up, release your hands, extend them up. Swivel your back foot so it grounds down. Twist to the left, warrior two, maybe widen that stance a little bit. Gaze over your right fingertips, soften the shoulders, take your left arm underneath your right arm. Left hand grabs right wrist or palm. Elbows are up, shoulders are down, hands come a little bit away from the face. Now, swivel your torso a little bit towards the front of the mat. Keep pushing through that back foot, hinge at the waist. Stop when you feel like it's enough. You could possibly drop that right shoulder inside the right knee. Maybe the forearms touch the ground. I can't get there, but that's okay. Inhale. Exhale. Come on up. Unwind the arms back to warrior two. Take this left hand to the left hip. Press a little bit as you sink low into the right knee. Slide that right arm up and over, reverse warrior. Keep pressing with that left hand so you can feel it in that left groin. And left hand reaches up, grabs the right wrist. Pull side body long and straighten that right knee as if you're going to pick your right foot up off the ground. Oh yeah, some length and extension. Just a little reminder that you are bigger than your body. Inhale, lift your torso on up, hands to hips. Take that left hip, draw it back a little, and then a subtle rotation forward. That may take that left heel back a little. And then take your right arm, extend it out in front of you like you're reaching for like a slice of pizza. I'll just like one more slice, please. Drop your right arm down. Take the back of the right hand inside the right leg. I'm filming this right before dinner. Draw your left shoulder back. Reach your left arm up, triangle pose. So it doesn't matter how far your arm goes down, right? If you get to the floor and you need more, you can take it on the outside of the ankle. But what I'm more concerned about is that you're not rounding through the spine. So the spine's fairly straight. If your right hand is inside the right leg, you can use that as leverage as you press, draw that left shoulder, left hip back. More importantly, this right quadricep should be pretty strong. If we lock the knee, a lot of times this is soft. So we want to engage that just a little bit. Inhale, come on up, hands to hips. Rotate your right toes so the outsides of the feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. And then take the thumbs towards the lower back. And then you're going to give yourself a little massage. So those muscles on each side of the spine. You're going to go as high as you can. And once you get up there, squeeze your shoulder blades together and then squeeze the elbows towards one another. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Your hips sink a little forward and then think about the elbows drawn down towards the floor so the neck stays long. Lift the chin as you open up through the throat chakra for freedom of speech. Hearts open for freedom of love. And then draw the chin towards the chest, draw the hips back, keep the hands here, keep the elbows squeezing towards one another, hinge forward. Now, we're going to interlace our fingers around the back of our head. We're going to squeeze the forearms towards the ears, and we're going to tuck the chin. Take your left hand down right below your nose. Twist and open, take your right arm up. Roll that right wrist, wiggle the fingers, pulse the hand. Switch, right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Rotate all 10 toes to the front of your mat as you rotate your hands to the front. Pigeon right side, right shin comes down. And lengthen through that back leg. Lengthen through the torso. Hips draw down. A little bit of movement from side to side so pelvis is fairly square to the floor. Lower to your elbows first. Take a nice big inhale, slow exhale. This may be perfect. You can stack the fists and rest the forehead down. Or you can extend the arms and soften belly, chest, chin. Big inhale, slow exhale. So when we talk about freedom, liberation, the question becomes, what is holding me back? And this is mostly from fear. We're like, what am I afraid of? And then finding the root of that. And then see if you can soften into it. And for a lot of times, a lot of our fear comes from the head, right? Past old traumas and experiences. And one of our goals of yoga, or one of the benefits of yoga, would be to create new neural pathways in the brain that allow us to be a little bit more free from the old traumatic ways that we think. So we are supporting ourselves through movement and sensation and allowing ourselves to maybe look at the world a little bit differently. Another breath. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up. Drop your right hip, sweep your left leg around. Take your left ankle as high as you can get it on your right thigh. Then take the crease of your right elbow around that left knee. And then take the left hand to the floor by the hip or by the spine. Inhale, lengthen through torso. Exhale, gently twist to the left. Gaze down towards the left thumb so the drishti is like off the tip of the nose towards the floor. Spine is long, the belly is active, going up and in. And we're squeezing a little bit here so that left thigh comes towards the belly. One more breath. All right. Inhale back to center. Take your hands behind you. Unwind your legs. Let's come back into Malasana Yogi squat. A little bit of movement here from side to side. Another breath. Another option, hands coming down. Maybe knees on the backs of the triceps. Maybe one foot, maybe both feet come off the ground. If you're ambitious, you can walk, step, or gently float all the way back through chaturanga, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Bring your big toes a little bit close together. Lift your left heel towards the ceiling. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip on top of right hip. Gaze underneath your left arm. Left knee towards left arm. Inhale, send it up, bend open, stack. Gaze over your right arm. Ooh. Left knee towards right arm. Inhale, send it all the way back up. Bend open and stack. Oh, left knee towards belly, chest, chin. Step the foot forward. Nose towards left knee. Weight comes to left foot. Come off that back foot. Standing splits. Bend and straighten left knee. Get a little bit lighter on the fingertips. Slowly come on up to airplane. Arms open up. Bend your right knee, right hand reaches back, foot, ankle, or shin. Left arm extends out in front of you. Dancer. You didn't have to do that. All right, take that right knee out in front of you. Left hand grabs right knee. Twist to the right. Look for that right thumb. Oh, yeah. All right. Right foot steps all the way back. Crescent Warrior. Arms reach up. Elbows bend. Hands and elbows draw back. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe the opposite thumb comes on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades, straighten the elbows. Hinge forward, belly towards the thigh. Arms could come off the lower back, and then start to play around a little bit with that left knee as you straighten and bend, feeling the left hamstring. And then bend that left knee, lift the torso up. Release your arms, stretch them up. Swivel that back foot, twist to the right. Virabhadrasana 2. Make sure the stance is stable. Internally, externally rotate the arms. Then take your right arm underneath your left arm and grab that wrist or palm. A little rotation forward and hinge at the waist. Stop when you feel like it's enough. And soften. Inhale, come on up. Unwind. Arms open up. Right hand to right hip. Press a little bit here as you feel it in the groin as you sink low in the left knee, and then slide that right arm, left arm up and over, reverse warrior. Keep pressing as you find that length and extension. And then right hand reaches up, grabs the left wrist, pull, straighten left knee. Inhale, come on up, hands to hips. And then we're going to do this triangle pose, but I want a little movement with the pelvis. So right hip draws back and then rotates a little forward. Left arm extends out in front of you. Get some extension and then drop that left arm down. Extend the right arm up. So stacking shoulders. And as we draw this right shoulder back, we'll try to draw the right hip back. You probably won't stack them because you do have a little variation there within the crease of the hip. And again, you can find a floor if you like, or maybe a block. Another option is outside that left ankle. It's a little much for me. And then breathe. Inhale, come on up, hands to hips. Rotate the left toes. Outsides of the feet parallel, short ends of the mat. Thumbs, again, towards the lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Hips sinking forward. Chin towards chest, hips draw back. Keep squeezing shoulder blades and elbows towards one another. And then drop the hands down. Let's add that twist again. Left hand comes down, twist and open. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, drop it down, switch. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand comes down, tuck the chin. Arms are heavy, head's heavy, shoulders heavy. Bend and straighten your knees, maybe sway a little bit from side to side, get a sense of the hips. And then walk your hands to the left, rotate the toes towards the front of your mat. Left shin comes down, pigeon left side. Take your time getting there, and again, right side, left side may be different. So we wait till the body gives us some information, and then we adjust accordingly. This is called intimacy. How well do I know my body? How well do I know my energy, my emotions, my spirit? I say that we probably know. I was going to come up with a percentage. Let's not even say that. What I want to say is there is a lot of information that we are unaware of, right? Why we respond the way we do, why we react the way we do. You know, like there is a huge amount of unconscious awareness as we move through the day. So when we're in practice, it's like a recalibration or a reconnection to everything that is us in this moment, body, energy, emotions, and spirit. And then we get a sense of, oh, okay, this is where I am. Okay, this is the foundation of the rest of my day. That's a great place to start from. Another breath or two. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up. Drop to your left hip, sweep this right leg all the way around so that right ankle is as high as you can get it onto that left thigh. The right hand comes down towards the hip or by the spine, and that's to keep the spine nice and long. Crease of the left elbow around the right knee. Draw that belly in and gently twist to the right. Squeeze that right thigh towards the belly chest. Draw this right shoulder back. Drishti points to the right thumb. Relax your jaw. When you do drishtis, right? The drishti is a gazeless stare, right? It's like everything's a little out of focus. Eyes are open. A lot of concentration. When we do drishtis, we're not doing any stress with the neck. It's a subtle gaze in a direction. All right? One more breath. Awesome. Come back to center. Both hands behind you. Unfold your legs. Give them a little shake. Take the hands to the backs of the knees. Bend them. Bring your feet to the floor. Roll back onto the hips and balance here for a moment. Engage your belly. Lift the heart. Extend your arms. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your ankles. Straighten your right knee. Twist to the left. Take your right arm on the outside of the left thigh. Come back to center. Bend the right knee. Let's switch. So straighten that left knee. Take the left arm on the outside of the right leg. Inhale back to center. Bend. Lower halfway down. Straighten. Lower 1 inch off the ground. Lower all the way down. Scoot yourself to the middle of your mat if you're not there already. Draw the knees towards the belly. Wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a squeeze. Feet find the floor about hips distance. Press through your feet. Lift your tailbone, your lower back, your mid back. Rock a little side to side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and interlace your fingers behind your back. Straighten the elbows. And then press triceps, forearms, sides of the hands into the ground, and lift the hips. For a little bit more space, come onto your toes. Drishti points at the sternum over the tip of the nose. So keeping the neck pretty straight. Slowly release the hands, lower the heels, and very gently lower the hips all the way down. Windshield wiper knees side to side. Make sure the lower back is pretty malleable. And then we're going to take that right knee and we're going to stack it on top of the left knee and draw the thighs towards the belly. Reach up just above the ankles and then lift your feet up, away from one another, and then down towards the rib cage. It's like I call it flying Gomukhasana. Another deep hip opener. And you can play a little bit with the feet, moving up and down. Arms are really working here, especially if you have tight hips. If you can't grab the shins, well, you just squeeze the thighs towards the belly. You probably feel it there anyway. All right, so if you have the shins, let them go. Keep the knees stacked and let the knees gently drop to the left. Arms open up. Gaze over the right shoulder. Big inhale, slow exhale. Eyes can be open or closed. Gently bring the knees back up to center. Unfold the legs. Both feet to the floor. Windshield wiper knees again, side to side. And then thighs towards the belly, a little squeeze. Left knee on top of right knee. If you need to bring the head and shoulders off the ground to grab, the shins do that. And you're grabbing right above the ankles, so not the feet. And then you're going to lift the feet up. You're going to draw the feet away from one another, so you're stacking the knees more. And then you're going to draw those ankles down towards, let's say, the armpits. And then if it's available, you can lower your head and shoulders. So deep hip opener. Obviously, the more you pull, the more sensation you'll get. For a lot of us, just hanging on is enough. Keep the knees stacked, let go of the ankles, shins. Let the knees fall to the right. Arms open up, chin drops towards that left shoulder. Take a nice big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Your worthiness is not linked to any performance or your appearance or your bank account or the car you drive or your sense of humor or your taste in music. Your worthiness you were born with, and you couldn't get rid of it if you wanted to. We just have a tendency to forget. Knees back up to center, unfold the legs, draw the thighs towards the belly, chest, squeeze it in. Let's come into one happy baby. So both arms reaching between the legs, grab the bottoms of the feet. Ankles come up over the knees, feet separate, soften the head and shoulders down. Let's do a little navigation. So let's pull on the right foot as we drop that right knee towards the floor until the right kneecap touches. Pull on that left foot, gently, slowly rock the other way until that left kneecap touches. Let's do it again. Right foot to the knee, left foot to the knee, back to center. See if you can create a little bit more space between the feet. See if you can straighten the knees a little bit. Ooh, yeah. And then exhale, let the feet go, heels towards the corners of your mat. Shavasana, last resting pose. Support your body so it's nice and supported. Little external rotation of the thighs, feet fall open. Swivel the palms up. Draw the chin towards the chest. And see if you can slide the shoulder blades down the back. In these shorter practices, these Shavasanas are a little bit shorter, so a minute or two. But if you have the time and the space to give yourself another 5 minutes, please give yourself that gift. So soften the fingers and toes, bring the awareness to the right side of your body, right ankle, knee, hip, side body, right arm. And soften through exhalation. Bring your awareness to the left side body. Left fingers, arm, shoulder, side body, hip, leg, foot. Soften through exhalation. Bring your awareness to your face. Soften the forehead, the eyebrows, eyelids, maybe even the eyes float away from each other in their sockets. Feel gravity on the skin of the face. Drop the tongue off the roof of the mouth and relax your jaw. Allow your breath to become a little bit more of a whisper. This moment right here and right now is perfect. You in this moment is perfect. No adjustments necessary, no improvements necessary, no fixing necessary. Just connection. And that is more than enough. Once again, if you have the time and space, stay here longer. But if your day is waiting for you, very slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, and gently rocking your head side to side. Extend your arms up over your head and stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Get nice and long. On the exhalation, draw the knees towards the belly as you wrap your arms around your legs. Replace the judgment and critique with loving kindness. Right arm reaches up over your head. Roll to your right side. A moment to give yourself a little word of affirmation. Maybe it's presence, power, focus, creativity, love, connection. Pressing your hands into the floor, bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. Take the left hand to the heart and take the right hand palm open, thumb to the middle finger knuckle. My love is within me, around me, and my actions and my words come from that love. Left hand to right hand, big inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If there is a freedom flow that you would like, please leave it in the comment section below. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, but always with loving kindness. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourself. Peace.